everyone, it is me again, White Wolf Mai here, back here for yet another video, and today we're going to be talking about Feral Heart, specifically the new patch update. Feral Heart seems to be enjoying the fact it makes itself difficult for newer players to download the game itself. I don't quite understand why it is choosing to do this. The code itself seems pretty simple, however, it's not my game and therefore I cannot say for sure. But today I'll just be showing you how to clear that confusion and how to actually download the game, successfully run the game, and then be able to log into the game successfully as well. If you have any more problems and things that you might be running into, unfortunately, I am still trying to figure out a lot of things that have to do with registration issues. I will be covering as many issues as I can to try and help people through this, considering Feral Hearts is not as popular as what it used to be, so there's not as many tutorials helping newer players out. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so the first thing you do when you have a new account or something, you want to be able to download the game for yourself to play. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going over to the download button, obviously, because that's where you'll be able to find the game. Down here we'll see a bunch of information that'll help us download the game for ourselves. Keep in mind you do need an account to play the game. I will only be covering the Windows version of this. I'm not entirely sure how to use the Mac version. And if you are interested in figuring out how to run this for your Mac, unfortunately I will not be able to help you. However, I'm sure plenty of people on the forum will be able to help you, which I will leave a link to down in the description. Okay, so for the Windows version, just make sure you have a Windows, we're going to be needing only these two first installers. The Preset Sync add-on is an add-on, it is not necessary. However, I will be doing a tutorial on how to add that on later on. And of course, Linux and Mac users can look here for more tutorials on how to download it yourself. But for Windows, I have a Windows, so I figured I'd help you by making a tutorial on it. You're going to be needing to download these two things. So without further ado, go ahead and click them and you will notice they begin downloading down here at the bottom. Wait till this little loading bar is done and then I will take you on to the next step. And then once both of them are finished downloading, we're just going to drag our little window to make it small, and they're still both available here at the bottom, and we're just going to drag them onto our desktop where we can see them. Nice, each of them separately. That one just took a little bit of a longer while to copy over. But anyway, I think now we can minimize this and we can look at our first two things here. These are both very important. This is the original game and this here's the patch you'll be needing to replace. So without further ado, just double click the Feral Heart setup. Let it run for a bit. Then click yes. We do want it to make changes. You will be needing to pay some attention here. Just make sure it's downloading underneath the correct drive, the C drive. Next, it'll ask you if you want to install it full or light. Just say full. You want to create a folder called Feral Heart. And then go click next, next, next. You agree to the terms and conditions and extract all the files. If it says updating DirectX, don't be scared, that's just a normal thing on your computer. It might take a while, up to a minute or two. It shouldn't take too long. If it does take a bit longer, you might want to consider re-downloading. After it is finished, you can just go ahead and say, finish, cool. So now that we've got the original game up, here's where the things begin to get a little bit spicy. You're gonna want to open up your File Explorer. Make sure the window is nice and small yet big enough for you to see. First place we're going to be going is this PC. And go to your local disk. If you have multiple disks, you'll be wanting to look for the disk that Feral Heart folder was installed under. Mine is local disk C. And there we go, under here we'll find the Feral Heart folder, which you can just open up in there. And you'll notice there's already a Feral Heart exe. However, this one is the old patch, the broken one that they want you to replace. So all we have to do is we have to drag here, make sure it says move to Feral Heart, and then it'll ask you if you want to replace the file in the destination. Say yes. It might take a little bit, but that's okay. After it's replaced, your Feral Heart should be running perfectly. You'll notice that, boom, it made a little shortcut here for me to be able to run it. But this is not the final step, my fellow creatures. It is only the beginning. After all, the hardest is yet to come. The volume. The volume of Feral Heart. Brace yourselves. Okay, turn the music down to nearly nothing so that it does not break your ears every time you click. And there we go. That is the final step of being welcomed into Feral Heart. Finally, you can log in, and once you've typed that in, but wait, this isn't the final step. Before you log in, you have to have the actual login screen on the website open as well. I will leave a link to it down in the description so that you can play it right away. There is a little bit of a bug, however. If you have not opened this before you opened up Feral Heart, you'll have to close Feral Heart, log into this, and then reopen it. Remember to log into this before you open Feral Heart every time, otherwise it might just not work. And voila, it runs. Would you look at that? Feral Heart is still alive and well with a bustling community. I hope this helped you download it again. I know with the recent months they haven't really been fixing bugs like they should be, or how, the community thinks they should be. I do believe that these bugs could be simple fixes, however I don't own the game and therefore can't say, but I really do hope this tutorial might have helped you install it a bit better and get a better grips on how to get it back. I'd like to give a shout out to my friend for inspiring me to do this video, as she herself was having a lot of trouble, logging back in and re-downloading the game. After this, I would also just like to mention, if you have had Feral Heart previously on your computer, or you do already have it on your computer, you might actually want to uninstall it. To do that, you're going to have to type into your Windows search bar, you're going to have to type in Control Panel, look for Programs and Features, and then find Feral Heart there. There you can just click on it and click Uninstall. Once it's successfully uninstalled, you can reinstall it and then try again. Keep doing this until it works. Unfortunately, I have been receiving a lot of issues with the register. I'm still trying to find a correct solution to all of them. However, unfortunately, comments seem a bit vague. So if you would like a more detailed approach to it with more experienced creators, I will leave a link to the forum where you can ask better questions. I hope the tutorial helped you a bit more. I will be looking to fix more problems involving Feral Heart in the future, as well as maybe creating some presets for you all. I'm still working on that preset video if you're all still interested, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye!